Bumblebee is the Transformers movie we both deserve and need. I think I got that backwards, but I'm sticking with it. Finally, a actually good, if not great, Transformers movie. And it only took how many years? I can't say enough good things about this film. The nostalgia of being in the 80s, the fact that the Transformers all look glorious and like they do in the classic series, the cast, the action, the comedy, the drama, the suspense, everything. This film deserves to completely reboot the franchise because from my perspective it's clearly a soft reboot, and thank goodness for that because the original franchise totally jumped the shark. This film needs to wipe the slate clean because it would start things off from a high perspective or from a high point. The cast, the young actors that play our two heroes, they are so good together. She's angsty and very human and just all around likable. And not just because she's hot. She's a good person. You want to help her. The guy who's pining after her, but sort of ends up in the friend zone, he's nerdy, awkward, kind of noble in places, and fairly relatable. The girl's parents and little brother, they're definitely better than the Witwickies. I mean, seriously. The Witwickies had one good scene, and that was in, I believe, the second one, the drama scene. But the family in this one, far superior. Especially the dad. Well, stepdad. He has his moment. You'll probably recognize the mom from that series about a single mom who technically is an actress. I can't remember the name of the series, but just look up the actress and you'll probably find the series. She was good in that series, very believable as a mom at her wit's end, and she's believable as a mom at her wit's end in this one. And the little brother, he has his moment. And then there's John Cena. He plays a convincing soldier in the 80s. As for the rest of the human cast, they're just a slice of 80s all around. It's just fun to see all the humans at work. Then there are the Autobots and Decepticons. Once again, Peter Cullen voices Optimus Prime, and again, he knocks it out of the park. I think he's going to take his last breath voicing that character at this point. I mean, I don't see him stopping anytime soon. Dylan O'Brien, yeah, the funny guy from Teen Wolf, the remake, is voicing Bumblebee for at least some of the film, and he did a good job. Kudos to Dylan O'Brien. He's always good. The rest of the Decepticon and Autobot cast, they give a decent bit of personality to each of their characters. It's sort of campy, but not in a bad way. It was just enjoyable to watch everyone. The effects are perfect. I mean, first off, the Autobots and Decepticons all look like they're supposed to. I cannot believe we finally got to see in full cinematic glory the classic Transformers the way they were meant to be seen. And their effects look so clear, plus they used a bit of practical effect in some of the scenes. So I really felt like I was looking at real giant robots. And the fight sequences, they actually show them. It's not... Let me demonstrate. The fight sequences in the old films, they're like this. But the fight sequences in this new film, they are like this. They are in full view. You actually see what you're doing, or actually see what they're doing. And besides the robots rumbling, you get real explosions, real rubble, real stunt work from human actors. And it just is so much better than the old series. I can't gush enough about the effects. The music, it is perfect 80s, coupled with classic Transformers movie orchestral. The orchestral bits were always good, and this film is no exception. Overall, as I said, I really, really hope that this soft reboot, because it's an obvious soft reboot, brings forth a renaissance of good Transformers movies. They do have stuff from the original movies, but I'm willing to give that a pass if they continue on with more modern movies in the Bumblebee continuity. If they just abandon the old series and go from here, then everyone will be happy, because this is just a really, really good movie. I highly recommend it. I think even the Blockbuster Buster will find good things to say about this movie, as well as the Nostalgia Critic and everybody else who bashed the old films. I think this film is a balm for the burns of the past. Because, honestly, the only thing that I can think of that's negative about this film is if it is in continuity with the rest of them, then there's a bit of a plot hole regarding the timeline. That's it. That's why I hope this is a soft reboot, in order to set things right. Because, honestly, I can think of nothing bad about this film as I was watching it. I was never bored. I was never looking at my watch. And the just under 2 hours flew by like that. It was just a good movie, period. This is Mr. J signing out. I'm reminding you, giant robots that turn into stuff and combine sometimes are never bad. Period. Roll out!